Good morning, spaceman. Welcome to Space Operations Delta. Welcome to another episode of X4 Foundations. Today we're going to talk about two new features in the game introduced in the version 4.0, right now still in beta. First one is the teleportation of your player HQ. The second one is terraforming. We will talk about how to get to terraforming and what you can do with the player HQ teleportation. So let's jump right into the game. Player HQ teleportation works as a research. So you need to research this before you can get it. To start that research, you will find a new thing in your research menu here. If you go to the right side, you see that there is something called High Mass Teleportation 1. You will see that after you research all the teleportation stuff, so you have teleportation to range 3, then you will see High Mass Teleportation 1. And this is the first step that you need to take to teleport your player HQ somewhere else. When you research High Mass Teleportation 1, and that will require some resources, actually a few of them, then a HOTAS will give you a mission to teleport your player HQ inside of the sector where it starts. HOTAS will tell you everything that you need to know about this mission, so I'll keep it short and I will just say that he has got the information for you. If you've done the High Mass Teleportation 1 and you're successful there, then you will get the High Mass Teleportation 2. As you can see, the High Mass Teleportation 2 requires a lot of resources too. The High Mass Teleportation 2 is necessary to get your player HQ out of the sector. Maybe you already saw that my player HQ is somewhere where it shouldn't be. Where is the asteroid belt? Well, because we're in a new sector. So if you take a look, I'm in Black Hole Sun 4 now. Started in Grand Exchange 1 and we're now at Black Hole Sun 4. This is for a specific reason. So like I said, HOTAS will also give you all the information you will need to make High Mass Teleportation 2 running. But if you did the High Mass Teleportation 1, you already know how that works. So just to give you a quick rundown, you need to put a navigation beacon to the place where the station should go to, and then you can teleport your station by talking to HOTAS and tell him to use that navigation beacon you set wherever you want it to and put your player HQ there. But maybe you're asking yourself, well, how do I decide where to put my player HQ? Because I have so many sectors to choose from. Now we're already going into the second new feature, which is terraforming. And you want to keep in mind that you need your player HQ at specific points in the galaxy. And which kind of points are decided by missions that you can get. So if you're on your map and you go to the mission offers, then you see one's popping up there, which is called terraforming. You will get 7 missions to choose from. I already chose one, that's why it's 6 just there. And these missions will tell you where you have to put your player HQ to start these missions. So let's take the first one and let's open the mission briefing. And then you will see that it says here that you need to relocate your station, which is called, in my case, SPA Grand Exchange 1 Solar Plant 2 to Scale Plate Green. If you accept that mission, then you know that you have to go to Scale Plate Green, which in fact, actually at the moment, I don't really know this sector. So let's take the second one, open briefing. You need to go to Frontier Edge, which is in here. If you take your player HQ into the sector Frontier Edge, then you can start this mission. First thing you need to do is, like I said, the High Mass Teleportation 2, which will require a lot of resources. Then you will put a navigation beacon into the system Frontier Edge, and then you can start terraforming. Before actually you place your player HQ somewhere else, there are a few things to do first. First thing you need to do on your station will be getting a more storage on your station, as you can see here. So I put my, as I call them, my rockets onto this station. Some other people call them pineapples, but we don't talk about pineapples here. And after you've done that, you also need a SM ship fabrication bay. You need that fabrication bay to send drones out. And I had the tip that you should build the SM fabrication bay before you relocate your player HQ into the new sector and start the terraforming mission, but I think that it should be already patched out. If you want to get sure to make it the right way, then first build your SM ship fabrication bay, first build your storages. I think you can't even start the mission without the storages that you need, but you will need a lot more storages. We will talk about that in a second. And if you've done all the stuff, then you can relocate your player HQ into the sector you want to start the terraforming. So I started a mission which is called Show of Support that needs to be in Black Hole Sun. And now I have to do a few other things, like for example building wheat fields and produce housing for 100 million people. Well, how do you do that? If you started the terraforming mission and you relocated your player HQ, you will see something new in your menu, which is the terraforming menu. You will see something like this. Welcome on board. This is something completely new in the game. And from here on, you start, normally in my case, it was just one single task that you have open. And that single task is like the gate opener for all the other tasks that you can make on this planet. My first task for this terraforming mission was to import water, and it said that I have to get 2.85 million pieces of ice. Now, well, if you take a look at the highest amount that I could carry, let's say, for example, the crane mineral miner that is mining ice, you will see that the mineral miner can just take up to, oh, where am I? Here, 7,200 pieces of ice. If you now see the number of 2.85 million pieces of ice, you know how long that takes. So it took me, for example, running in CETA, having 10 L-class mineral miners assigned to the station. It took me about 5 to 6 hours running exclusively in CETA to get the almost 3 million pieces of ice onto this station. And when you're done with that, but you don't really need the storage for this, because every single piece of ice you will get to your station will automatically put into a drone which is being built in your SM ship fabrication bay, and the drone will set off to the planet. Yes, it will physically fly into the direction of the planet. You can see it here a little bit because there's a sector, a flight sector where they took off and flew to the planet. They are directly flying to there. And as you can see, maybe compare this planet to your own planet and you will see that there is maybe a little bit more water on it than it was before. But maybe I'm just guessing here. And if you're done with that, then the terraforming will open up. If you've done the first task, like this is the gate opener, everything else will open up that you can build. From now on, you have some other limitations, and I will show you which. For example, if something is grayed out, that means that you first need, for example, in this case, fertilized soil. Then you go back. Okay, I need fertilized soil, but oh wait, I need tailored microbes and jumpstart microbiome for this to make fertilized soil happen. Then, okay, I need the jumpstart microbiome, temperature and humidity is okay, and the tailored microbes. But as you can see, the resources that are required are extreme. Like, we're talking about millions and millions of resources that you need to put into these things here. as my mission says, the next thing that I need is wheat fields. So that's the only thing that I need to build to make this mission work. I need a fertilized soil before that. So I need fertilized soil, I need jumpstart microbiome, and I need tailored microbes. Now you start to get a glimpse of how much stuff you need to put into a terraforming mission to make this run. But this is only one thing. Then you need also housing. So you need to make a lot housing on this planet. And to get housing, you also need oxygen. Then you need to take a look at what gives you oxygen in here. For example, forestation will give you a primary effect oxygen, as you can see, 2 arrows up. So you have to plan that out to make this terraforming mission a success in the end. For summary reasons, you also see the objectives on the top of this menu. You also see some of the stats like methane, temperature, housing, humidity, oxygen, and some other stuff, and your objectives. Sometimes it also says that you need to clear out the radiation, for example. So if we take a look at the mission offers, then you will see, for example, build a winter sports resort, or for example here neutralize toxicity. Then you need to take a look at what neutralizes toxicity. You need wheat fields, you need vineyards, fine dining, whatever there is. When you're done with the mission, you will get also some rewards. These rewards can be anything from ships to standing to some other stuff that is not yet figured out, not even by my community. So I have one single member of my community that told us about what he did get for the scale plate pact mission for terraforming that. If you want to take a look, then it is in the Discord server. The Discord server, the link is in the description down below, and you will find the information in the X for picture share. And so from this point, you can choose if you want to go the route that you build everything yourself on your player HQ and then gather just the materials to build everything yourself. Or you can take your traders or miners or whatever and gather all manually. That's up to you. Now that you also know that it opens up after you did the first requirement there, because I was a little bit discouraged when I saw that there is just one single thing that I can do. But after that, it opened up, and then you have a lot more things that you can work with. Also, a good advice, you can start building up materials already for the other missions that's necessary. For example, building up energy cells, building up advanced materials, or whatever you need. You can already make a list what you need in the future and start building that. That will make your efforts to terraform way quicker than just taking step by step. So you can plan that all out in a one way and build your station already, build the storages, and you are good. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was a pleasure. I'm your Captain Collins. We'll see us again on twitch.tv/Captain Collins. I'm live from Sunday to Thursday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central European time. Thank you so much for watching. See you then. Bye-bye.